cardinalis parolin, spondeo voveo ac iuro. Sic me Deus adiuvet, et ec sancta Dei Evangelia, que manu mea tango.
And I, Pietro Cardinal Parolin, promise, bind myself, and swear, so help me God and these holy Gospels, which I touch with my hand. As you can see, for those of you watching on television, the Book of the Gospels has been set up in the middle of the Sistine Chapel, and each cardinal is going to come up and place his hand on the Book of the Gospels and swear that he will follow the oath that has just been read aloud by Cardinal Pietro Parolin.
Et ego, Aloysius Antonius Cardinalis Tagli, spondeo voveo acciur. Sic me Deus adiuvet, et hec sancta Dei Evangelia, quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Robertus Franciscus Cardinalis Prevost, spondeo voveo acciuro, sic me Deus adiuvet, et ec sancta Dei Evangelia, quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Luis Rafael Cardinalis Saco, spondeo voveo acciuro, sic me Deus adiuvet, et hec sancta Dei Evangelia, quae manu mea tango.
Ego, et ego vinco Cardinalis Pulci, spondeo voveo acciuro, sic me Deus adiuvet, et hac sancta Dei Evangelia, que manu mea tango.
Et ego Petrus Cardinalem Cojo Texan, spondeo voveo ec iuro, sic me Deus adiuvet, et hec sancta Dei Evangelia, quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Iosebus Cardinalis Bosanic, spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adiuvet, et hec sancta Dei Evangelia, quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Philippus Cardinalis Barbara spondeo voveo acciuro, sic me Deus adiuvet, et ex sancta Dei Evangelia, quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Petrus Cardinalis Erde, spondeo voveo acciuro, sic me Deus adiuvet, et hec sancta Dei Evangelia, quae manu mea tango.
Now, when the cardinals entered into the Sistine Chapel, they entered in reverse order. But now to read the oath one by one, they enter in order of seniority, but also by seniority of the order. So first, we had the order of bishops, cardinal bishops, led by Cardinal Pietro Parolin, followed by the Cardinal Patriarch of the Oriental Rite, and then there will be the Cardinal Presbyters, and ending with the Cardinal Deacons.
And when each cardinal has sworn to uphold the oath read by Cardinal Parolin, the Master of Pontifical Liturgical Celebrations will proclaim extra omnes, let everyone go out, basically expelling everybody who's not taking part in the actual election from the Sistine Chapel. The doors are then closed for the first time. The Master of Pontifical Liturgical Celebrations remains inside, along with Cardinal Cantalamessa, of course, who's taking part in the conclave, but has also been chosen to give the meditation. That is in accordance with the norms of the Apostolic Constitution Universi Dominici Gregis. You'll hear that title quite a bit. That is the document that guides every step of the conclave, and in fact the whole period of interregnum between the death or resignation of a pope and the election of a new pope. The Apostolic Constitution prescribes that the meditation should reflect on the very grave duty of electing a new pope, of the necessity of going into that election and making the choice with the right intentions, and of considering only the will of God, the judgment of God, and the needs of Holy Mother Church. The cardinals are called to be concerned solely with the good of the universal Church.
Sigme Deus adiuvet et sancta Evangelii Dei, quae mea tango.
Et ego Albertus Cardinalis Paterbendigedon spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuet et hec sancta Dei Evangelia quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Reinhardus Cardinalis Marx spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet et hec sancta Dei Evangelia quae manu mea tango.
Et ego João Brás Cardinalis de Avis spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet et eco sancta Evangelia quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Thomas Cardinalis Collins spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet et hec sancta Dei Evangelia quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Willem Jacobus Cardinalis Eijk spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet et hec sancta Dei Evangelie quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Joseph Cardinalis Betori spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet et hec sancta Dei Evangelia quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Timothy Cardinalis Dolan spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet et hec sancta Dei Evangelia quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Rainer Maria Cardinalis Wölki spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet et hec sancta Dei Evangelia quae muna mea tango.
Et ego Jacobis Cardinalis Harvey spondeo roveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet et hec sancta Dei Evangelia de manu mea tango.
Et ego Basilius Cardinalis Clemis spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet et hec sancta Dei Evangelia quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Gerardus Ludovicus Cardinalis Müller spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet et hec sancta Dei Evangelia quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Vincent Cardinalis Nicholas spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet et hec sancta Dei Evangelia quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Leopoldo José Cardinalis Brenes Solórzano spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet et hec sancta Dei Evangelia quae manu mea tango.
et ego Gérald Cyprien, Cardinalis Lacroix, Spondeo, Boveo, Acciuro, sic me Deus adjuvet, et ex sancta de Evangelia, quae manu mea tango.
And as we see each of the cardinals coming up and taking the oath, as we mentioned at the beginning, there's quite a number of cardinals for countries that have never had a cardinal elector participate in a conclave. There are at least 15 countries that this is the first time that their country will be represented in the election of a pontiff. And those countries include Myanmar, Haiti, Central African Republic, Cape Verde, Papua New Guinea, Malaysia, Sweden, Luxembourg, East Timor, Singapore, Paraguay, South Sudan, Serbia and Mongolia, and Rwanda. And this is the most international in history, with representatives from 71 countries, making it a very international and wide-reaching representation of the universality of the Catholic Church.
Et ex sancta Dei Evangelia, quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Philippus Cardinalis Vedrago, spondeo voveo ad iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet, et ex sancta Dei Evangelia, quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Scibli Cardinalis Langlois, spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet, et hec sancta Dei Evangelia, quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Manuel Cardinalis Clement, spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet, et ex sancta Dei Evangelia, quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Brana Iesus Cardinalis Raphael, spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet, et hec sancta Dei Evangelia, quae manu mea tango.
Et ego John Cardinalis Jew, spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvit, et haec sancta Dei Evangelii, qui manu mea tango.
Et ergo Charles Cardinalis Bo, spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet, et anca sancta Dei Evangelia, qui manu mea tango.
Et ego Francis Xavier Cardinalis Cringsacoit Vanis spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvat, et hec sancta Dei Evangelia, quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Franciscus Cardinalis Montenegro, spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet, et ex sancta Dei Evangelia, quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Daniel Cardinalis Sturla Veruet, spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet, et ex sancta Dei Evangelia, quae manu mea tango.
Et ego Arlindo Cardinalis Gomes Furtado, spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet, et ex sancta Dei Evangelia, quae manu mea tango.
Et eco soane partita cardinalis Maffi, spondeo voveo ec iuro, sic me Deus adiovet ec haec santa de evangelia o manu mea tango.
Et ego Dieudonné cardinalis nzapalainga, spondeo voveo ad iuro, sic meus Deus adjuvent, et ec santa Dei evangelia, que manu mea tango.
Et ego cardenal Osoro, spondeo ad iuro, si me Deus adjuvet, et santa Dei evangelia, que manu mea tango.
Et ego Sergio cardinalis da Rocha, spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet, et ex sancta Dei evangelia, que manu mea tango.
Et ego Blasius cardinalis Supic, spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet, et hic sancta Dei evangelia, que manu mea tango.
Et ego Joseph de cardinalis de Ceso, spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet, et ex sancta Dei evangelia, que manu mea tango.
Et ego Carlos cardinalis Aguiarretes, spondeo voveo ac iuro, sic me Deus adjuvet, et ex santa evangelia, que manu mea tango.
And perhaps a brief curiosity in this process as each cardinal swears to uphold this oath, and each one has to do it individually because each one is personally responsible for his promise. Some of the cardinals have given their first name in Latin, some of them give it in their native language, and their last names are all the last names as they would say them in normal life. And when we have the announcement of the new Pope, hopefully guided by the Holy Spirit very soon, the announcement will be made in a similar fashion where they will read the formula for the announcement of a new Roman pontiff. The first name will be read in Latin, followed by their title, and concluding with their last name in everyday language. And so those who are watching on the night of the election after the white smoke comes out, there will be lots of people with lists of first names of cardinals in Latin so that they can determine immediately which of the cardinals will have been chosen as the new supreme pontiff. There is no such time limit for a conclave. The cardinals are expected to have a vote immediately this evening. Each cardinal writes out the vote on a paper ballot, disguising their handwriting so that we can preserve anonymity as much as possible. And for the election of a new pope, a full 2/3 of the voting cardinals need to make their choice for the same person. And as I mentioned, there should be a vote this evening. We will have a coverage beginning at 6 p.m. Rome time in anticipation of the results of that first vote, which will be signaled with burning of the ballots and the black or white smoke coming from the chimney of the Sistine Chapel. All of that happens behind closed doors. If there is if a pope is not elected this evening, the conclave concludes for the day, and we'll pick up again tomorrow morning with Mass and prayer. And each day, each subsequent day, there are 2 votes in the morning if necessary, and 2 votes in the afternoon if necessary. If no Pope is elected, the black smoke comes out after the second vote. If Pope is elected, of course, the white smoke will come over after whichever vote it happens at. After several rounds of voting, if it takes that long, there is provision in the Apostolic Constitution for a period for a break where the cardinals will not vote, and then they will pick up after a day of reflection and prayer. They'll pick up again the following day and continue again in groups of successive votes with certain periods programmed in where if there is a longer conclave, they will have various points at which they'll be able to take a break and reflect and pray. It's been a very long time since we've had conclave go more than a few days. Since the beginning of the 20th century, the longest conclave lasted only 7 votes in 1903 and took place over the course of 5 days. The voting schedule was not the same as it is now. So we will be taking a break after the Extra Omnes and the closing of the doors of the Sistine Chapel. And then we will resume our live broadcast this evening at 6 p.m. Rome time. And we'll be giving coverage of the conclave leading up to the expected first smoke signal, as it were, announcing the outcome of this evening's ballot for the papacy.
Et ego Alvaro Cardinalis Ramazzini espondeo voveo adjuro.
And we're currently in the midst of the cardinals of the Order of Presbyters, which will be followed